All right. So the reason I've got to go in here is last week I discovered that it's kind of difficult to get the recording started on the phone because I accidentally left my laptop at home. And then yesterday I noticed that on my recording, my audio was cutting in and out, and I had noticed that on Zoom calls before, but apparently it's not just Zoom. So I don't know what's going on with that. I'll have to file a help request to see if I can get that resolved. But the two devices is not the end of the world. So go ahead and share my screen here. I can't hear you, Jason. You're muted. I saw your lips just moving there.
They may have just moved, but that's it.
Oh, okay. maybe it was even
nothing
like
of importance.
Yeah, maybe it was even like artifacts, digital, like your face moved and all right. So I'm sharing my screen here. So this one here is the one that I recorded yesterday that I had audio problems with. I do give a little bit of a tutorial on that for people that how to sign up and like what does it all mean. I mean, there is like some information like way over here that kind of tells people what's going on. But if you don't know to scroll over there, and then there's some comments in here that are kind of helpful, but like again, it's not necessarily super obvious. So I thought the tutorial might be helping. And I don't know Omar's probably going to want to. I don't know if he might want to run mine in the second hour or how he's going to want to end up doing all of this. But I just figured we'll put that towards the beginning, and then if there's spots left over, then people can still sign up. But you can see we still got a lot of slots left. I know William said he got like 5 responses, but like literally none of those people have signed up. So I think Andrew Weathers might be doing a pre-recorded one. If anybody ends up watching this that's planning on doing a pre-recorded one, you really need to sign up so we know how many slots we have available. And then I added this column here. So, if it's pre-recorded, then, if you don't care, maybe like you're in New Zealand, well, this spot's already taken, but like, if you weren't, Japan's already taken. No, Japan's not taken. So, Potsi or Cheese, those guys are in Japan. If they wanted to like ring in Japan's Netlabel Day at midnight, they could sign up for an hour and do that. So, but you could still record that and then and take that slot and reference it as if it was. I would personally advise against trying to pretend like it's live because that's likely to backfire in some weird way. But you can, like I've just been saying on mine, hey, this is pre-recorded. This is what I'm, where it's signed up to be. If that doesn't end up happening, then I don't know. It's not my fault. So, yeah. I guess I haven't heard from Omar about the connection piece, nor have I heard from Rhino what they're. I kind of got the feeling they were working on something, but I don't really know. I think some of that ambiguity might be part of the problems we've had people signing up. Have you guys experienced any particular headwinds?
So Mahorka seems interested. He said that he would contact Omar for more details.
Okay.
He's a little unsure if a month is enough time to gather enough music.
Didn't know if Sam had
Um,
something. I figured I could go after him if he had anything of pertinence.
Oh, I think you guys are on like huge delay there. You came in like the middle of Sam talking
Okay.
there.
um, I also contacted, I think the guy who runs the NetWaves podcast, and
Yes.
so I'm waiting to hear a response back. Um, Doug, I saw that you posted in the Net Labels Are Killing the Music Industry group. Did you get any reaction from that?
Not last time I checked. And I don't know. I need to look and see if there's other like net label groups
Yeah.
on Facebook. He was super familiar. We have 4 mutual friends. I'm just looking for that guy. Sure. Yeah, okay, so yeah, nothing coming in on from that. I so I don't know how like as far as like Facebook groups and stuff and like Reddit, like so for anybody that's not aware, um, there's a CC Music Reddit sublabel subreddit. I don't use Reddit a lot, but so yeah, so I mean it's like post number 2 and it doesn't get a lot of posts. So I kind of feel like it's on the front page, so maybe it's not time for another repost. I don't know how. I think that Net Label Day group gets enough posts though to where my post is probably not at the top anymore. So I think if people want to post in there every so often, that's not a terrible thing. And years ago, I asked about like, like if you follow somebody and you see their posts like all the time about the same thing, it can be kind of obnoxious. And I was like what is the level at which like when you reach obnoxiousness? And then people kind of felt like once a day was probably okay. So I don't know if that applies to like group posts as well. I think again, like if it's a low volume group like this and you're posting every day, then it's kind of like what is the point? But on a high volume group, maybe that's fine. Especially if it's like different people and they're just posting like a different take on the same thing. I think that's probably fine. But yeah, I want to post on CC Mixter. I know that I talked to Emily about some stuff before. I don't know that I've reached out to her specifically about this. I should probably do that too. But yeah. And then I think you guys both saw this. So if you want to
A
add to
really long
this,
list of net labels. I mean,
yeah, yeah. So if people want to just pick some out that they like, and there's my work in there. A lot of these are dead, but I do wonder, like some of these people that like maybe they don't run their net label anymore. Like if there's still like a email or something on there. I wonder if maybe like it might be worth trying to revive maybe not the net label itself, but maybe people's interests in the net label scene. Um, so if there's time, I think I'm gonna reach out to some of these dead ones and say, hey, I know you used to run a net label. It's Net Label Day. If you just want to come back and party with us for our 10-year anniversary, then that'd be cool. So yeah, that's kind of my plan on that. And I know some people are just like completely like not into the CC scene anymore. They've just moved on, and that's cool too. But it is a 10-year anniversary, so maybe that's enough to like be like, yeah, I'll hang out for the 10-year anniversary. That sounds like a good time. Like, I don't know, is Southern Cities Labs not dead? I kind of thought they were dead. They used to be really cool. Maybe I just stopped paying attention to them because they're not on Bandcamp.
Yeah, I think they died, unfortunately.
Yeah, so that hasn't been updated yet on here. So I don't know if they might have some contact information. I mean, that went to, I think they have a Bandcamp page, and might try to look out there. And like Stone Age is dead as well, but I do wonder if he's doing Riskin records now. And I wonder if Riskin is even on here. I need to reach out to Riskin and see, because like yeah, there's a good like Indonesian scene, and we need to get them involved. And like I have like ambitions of like getting like China and India involved, but like China's internet situation, I don't know how realistic that really is. India we could probably do for a variety of reasons. I mean, they speak English for the most part over there, so but yeah, Indonesia, they got I don't know how many people live in Indonesia, but it's a bunch. That says 270 million, yeah, so 280 million people. So it's like slightly smaller than the United States as far as population. Yeah, you need to get those dudes involved. A lot of good music coming out of there. Yeah, so maybe that's like something I need to think, about for not just Netlabel Day this year, but for the future, like sort of focusing where we sort of like so you can see. Let's do a count here. Count. So that's not. I know there's a count blank, but I don't want actually count blank. Count if condition. Yeah. B1 through B713 live. No, that's not right. ID equals true. I don't know. I'll have to play with that. See how many Indonesian net labels are listed on here. But it kind of, I mean, the ones that are that even if there's not a, if they don't make up a substantial number, the ones that do exist are very active and very good. Like Yes No Wave gets a lot of love from Bandcamp, and then there's Orange Cliff. I wouldn't have scrolled past there if I knew the alphabet better than I do. Yeah, so Orange Cliff isn't on here. I don't really know. I mentioned this to Conrad a while back. Like, I don't know how you're adding things to here, but it seems like there's a huge amount not on here. So, yeah, I don't know what the criteria for inclusion is. Label guide. I don't know if orange is over here either. Orange Cliff isn't over here either. But Orange Cliff is awesome. Maybe it's because they don't have like a website, so maybe that's why they're not included. I don't really know, but they got a bunch of a bunch of releases here, and they've been doing it. So I guess their early stuff was All Rights Reserved since 2012, but their new stuff.
What genre of music is that?
So like this is like a metal album, but like this is like pop. They're calling it alternative. I thought it was, well, the one track that I played a track on the show that I recorded yesterday is this one, De Autos Piranha. It was pretty, maybe it was like more, maybe it was like kind of leaning towards ambient and not like just straight pop, but yeah. I think some of these that I think this is like pop punk, if I'm remembering right. Okay, so this one's like all over the place. It's kind of like house grind, which I guess makes sense with the cyber grind. I remember listening to that, but I remember it being grind. But yeah, they're doing this Ninjas guy, if I remember correctly. Oh, Sinyawa, they're kind of in the like electronic ambient, the kind of dark metal-ish sort of. Yeah, I'd say a lot of the music kind of leans dark, but it's not, I wouldn't say it's all metal. And was this the one where I pulled? Yeah, so this I pulled, I played this yesterday as well. They're just listing it as alternative, but I kind of thought it was kind of poppy, maybe more like Tori Amos and less Britney Spears, but in that direction in any case. So yeah, they're kind of all over the place a bit. I don't know what their criteria are, but I'd say if you don't like the first thing you listen to, try something else. That's my Orange Cliff Records pitch. Yeah, maybe not the best branding on their part to be kind of all over the place, but yeah. So this one says IDM Electronica House. So yeah, they're a bit all over the place, but it's good stuff. So yeah. I wish Omar was here. I don't know why Amada X is on here twice. I feel like it would have been difficult for me to do that copy paste, but perhaps I did, but I suspect that's a Klong move error. But yeah, I mean, I guess the other thing is like, I don't really know. I mean, I kind of have the sense that like this isn't working, the whole like get people to sign up list, but I don't really know like a good other way to contribute like in 3 weeks, like and it's so I guess, I mean, unless people have ideas, I mean, we just sort of keep it on, and maybe again, like if people are watching this thinking about getting involved, like maybe we fill up like the slots on what will be July 13th for the US. Fill up these opening spots, and then like maybe like during the day, people like, oh yeah, this looks cool. I want to be involved, and then maybe they'll fill up some of these slots towards the end. I don't think there's really any reason why that can't happen. So yeah, I guess I would, if people are asking, like, this hasn't happened to me, but if it does happen, if people are asking, hey, where should I sign up? I guess try to push them towards these. I mean, it's obviously like going to be partially dependent on time zones, and maybe that's something we can think about too, is like, I mean, I guess for like the US, yeah, this is like middle of the afternoon for like everybody in the everybody in the lower 48. So yeah, it shouldn't be super hard, I would think, to get some of these slots filled. The only thing is, like, if people, they're like, oh yeah, I want to do it on Netlabel Day, July 14th, which is cool. I mean, like, I respect that. But yeah, there's just like a big gap in here. So, I mean, the other thing is that, like, like, I try to, like, be realistic about it. It's like the stream one's 24/7 on its own. So it's like, it is a bummer to just see all these blanks, but at the same time, it's like, well, there's going to be music. So, just put it back on shuffle like it does all the time. So I'm just personally trying to, like, stay realistic about it. Is there anything I can do to help you guys out? Go for it, Jason.
In terms of what you recorded yesterday, that was sort of kind of a how-to or a walkthrough for this particular spreadsheet?
Yeah, I mean, it was just at the beginning, I just thought, hey, I'm recording this in advance. I'll put that at the beginning, and then I'll do I'll put a slot towards the beginning, and then maybe that'll help people out. And I point people, like, how do you get to the show notes, like the YouTube page and on the PeerTube page. And I don't actually know if that's gone over to the PeerTube yet. Let's check this out. So it has not. I noticed yesterday I'm at 47 subscribers on the Friends of CC Music page. So I don't know why. It doesn't make sense to me, but these shorts, like this sign up for Netlabel Day, it's got like 215 views. So I guess people on YouTube are really into the shorts. So I need to figure out a way to, like, make 15-second stuff interesting and or useful. I'm kind of a blabbermouth. 15 seconds is not a lot of time. An area for personal growth, perhaps. This is Raylan, by the way. Just looking at the camera there. I don't know how many views that one got. Let's find out. That was not the right thing to click on. It's probably shorts. 429 views. So, I mean, you want YouTube views, you put cat videos on there. That's the secret to success. I don't know how to make cats relevant to CC Music, but if anybody has ideas, this seems to be the path to people's hearts. So, yeah, you can see, like, the other videos, like, I think my interview with you're popular. That's the way to do it. Oh, these are not the live videos. So back when I was just uploading them straight 35 views was our highest, and then the live's higher than that. Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought the interview with Eddie Palmer was in the 60, but we have interview with Eddie Palmer, 68 views, 15 seconds of cats, 429 views. So that's what the internet cares about. I guess I should make sure at the very least that these are like under like a CC license, so people can. I don't even know. Can you do that about with shorts?
Maybe you should make a dog video as well.
Oh, I kind of did. So this one I'm out with the Chala, and then I said, yeah, and it's mostly focused on me. But then I was like, oh yeah, the Chala agrees. You should definitely do this because I speak dog. I don't know why that's on there twice, but I'm like, oh, you're just
put the dog in the
through.
thumbnail.
It just keeps. What was that? Oh, put the dog in the thumbnail. Yeah, that's not a terrible idea. I don't know how to like. So like on the videos, the non-shorts, you can just like edit them from here, but like here, it's like it's under description.
Are you able to see like where your viewers are coming from?
You mean like what countries or?
Yeah, like the demographics, whatnot.
Yeah, they do have. I have never looked at that, so I don't know if they have that specifically, but they do have some audience metrics. So you can see how many are new and how many are returning. This must have been when I did the dog video. Maybe, yeah. So nothing that really makes sense. Age and gender, top geographies. That is not a lot of diversity there. But then again, it's only telling me like this is kind of weird. Like, why am I only seeing 2 countries? Oh, maybe this is like a GDPR thing. You can't see from like the EU. But I mean, like, there's 578 views, and like 76 of them came from the United States and the United Kingdom. So, like, where are the other 500 coming from? Right? I'm looking at this right? Yes, confirm, deny. We see cities. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with this. I mean, theoretically, there's this information. Not enough different graphic data to show this report. Dudes like cats. What can I tell you?
Beautiful.
Yeah. So maybe not as much information as I'd like, but as anybody would like. But yeah. So this is you can see the information for until the 22nd. So it doesn't include today's. So we know that Raylan and Garfield had 429 views. I took that last night. So most of those views were yesterday in the evening. So yeah. I don't know. Maybe I should do more tributes. Maybe we're down with the tributes.
How did that Metalcast one do? The hour one before you started doing the 15-minute sets?
Yeah, that's this one, the tribute, 17 views, which is I'd say that's respectable, given the rest of the views that we've had. One thing I don't understand at all, and I talked about this yesterday too, is there's a huge disconnect between what's popular on PeerTube and what's popular on YouTube. And I have no idea why that's the case. Like, I just deleted the interview with Eddie Palmer from PeerTube because it had 0 views. But it's the most popular of the interviews on YouTube. Why is that the case? It doesn't make any sense. Like, I mean, like, if the cat video got way more views on YouTube than on PeerTube, it's like, okay, yeah, people are just seeing cats on YouTube and they're not there for like Creative Commons, but like, yeah, the PeerTube, and then it's like the winner show number 2 got some views, but nobody watched show number 1. 0 views. And it's the same thing with the nominations. Nomination show 1 got 6 views. Show 2, 0 views. Like, why are people watching one and not the other? Like, and okay, so this one I'm like, okay, well, people clearly didn't like the first one, so they didn't go to the second one. But this time they watched the second one, but not the first one. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know. So, but I only have 20 gigs here, so I do have to cull these every once in a while. Some of them I've left just because like this finding Creative Commons music, I think it's actually probably like useful for folks. So even though it just has 1 view, I'm gonna leave it there, and maybe people will find it and watch it. Yeah, I mean, maybe at some point I'll delete it, but yeah, I don't know. It's a weird thing. So, and I also don't understand why the one that I did, the hour-long set that I did yesterday, didn't go to PeerTube. I don't understand why. It got blocked. Somebody must have used a sample. It got blocked here. So this was like Moki McFly's live performance. Got blocked by this Orange Cliff thing. Yeah, so this one I'm confused about because I didn't play two Moki McFlys. Oh, so maybe he did a set with 2 different songs and they both got blocked. Interesting. I wonder if the Indonesian, well, these guys, he's in the Philippines. I wonder if they're like in some sort of fight with YouTube. One time we had some videos blocked in like Denmark because like Denmark and YouTube were having a spat of some sort. So, well, I probably need to re-record this anyway, with me running my audio through my phone, so I can just pick other stuff for these. Interesting. Yeah, that's what happens. I know Tom said that he was using 1 RPM for a while, and they were one of the like only distributors that would like let you like unblock. This was years ago, so maybe they've gotten better about this, but let people just use your material. Because the thing is that like a lot of these things get flagged, and but then it just says like you can't monetize, and that's the only thing that happens. They don't actually block it. So the blocking is what makes me think that they're like having some sort of spat with YouTube. I don't know. Lame. Well, it looks like Jason got internet zapped. Do you have any other questions or comments, Sam?
Not really.
Cool. Jason, you got internet zapped. Did you? I think the only thing that may be of interest is what I said. That I said when you were gone is what normally happens, and it happens all the time, is there's like a content find, and then it basically just says, hey, you can't monetize this video because these other people are monetizing it. But when the only time that I've ever seen it like being blocked is when like these Moki McFly videos might, I don't know why they're like in this weird order. Maybe they're in alphabetical order. Yeah, they're in I don't know what order these guys are in because the times don't make any sense because this Moki McFly thing is all part of the same video. But maybe he's using like samples. Oh, it's copyright owner is blocking in these. Yeah, so I don't know if it's like he's using a sample that's getting blocked, or if the TV producer is blocking it. I don't know. But usually when something is blocked, that means that there's like some sort of like spat going on between YouTube. That's been my experience, and usually things go off without a hitch. So I've played Moki McFly stuff before, so it seems like a new thing, but oh well. Such is life. Any questions or comments before we close it up, sir? Can't hear you.
You're muted, Jason.
We cannot unmute you, so the mute button is right beside the video button.
It now says
Yep.
that you're muted.
Got one other thing just to know. Okay. Very good. Mute button was cycling for a while, and maybe it's due to connection issues on my end, but I'll keep it brief. The spreadsheet, I put myself down for Digital Diamonds, Busted Wax Kingdom, and Up It Up. Working from the bottom up, Up It Up celebrated its 20th anniversary last year with a 20th compilation. And I thought that one was really good. And I've listened to some other things like Cosmic Analog Ensemble. Shout out to Sharif Maghrebane, who's constantly doing things and still doing things under CC licenses. The stuff he did 10 years ago under that name is still just as great as anything he's doing right now. Digital Diamonds, I think they're a little over a decade old. Still doing great stuff. Dusted Wax Kingdom hasn't been active for a while, but they're also not listed as dead either. And they did a lot of down tempo, instrumental hip hop type stuff. I would love to see a retrospective from them in some sort of live or pre recorded set if possible. Even for the dead labels, if there was some way in which even a handful of those could be active on a 10th anniversary and or beyond, it's awesome, because there's always going to be something that's new to somebody
Right.
within this space, whether it's, something that came out whether it's something that came out 5 minutes ago or 5 to 15 years ago. So hopefully a few more spots can be filled, not just with those that are active, but with those who have been considered inactive, but whose music can still be found on archive.org or the FMA or other places.
So I don't
And
know.
just before you start, last thing I'll say is I know Omar speaks to Pete Kogel, that they email each other back and forth like at least every week, if not every other. I'm pretty sure that Pete is going to be doing some lead up episodes for Netlabel Day as per usual, as he's done in the past. Whether any of those episodes could be served up pre-recorded style, or whether Omar can gently persuade Pete into doing something live, I'm not sure. I know he's been working on it. Don't know what's going to come of that, but that would be nice also.
Yeah, I mean, we're not. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of I've kind of wondered about. I mean, maybe the podcasters feel like they need to do, something like specific, but it's like, I mean, I guess if you record on Friday night, then it's not necessarily going to be part of Netlabel Day unless you're in these two time zones, and then you do get a little bit of Friday night, but which I think is when the Bugcast records, and I know that's when Rhino records. Yeah, and I don't know what Rhino's doing, because I think there was talk of him like mirroring the stream. So I don't really know, but I'm surprised Rhino is not on here. So yeah, maybe next week we can get Rhino to be here. Next week, I might need you to record, Jason. It's possible I'll be in a car. Well, I guess the other thing is like, we have the spreadsheet. We kind of know what we're doing. Do we still feel like we need to meet? I mean, I'm happy to do it. Like we've been going for 45 minutes now today, so there's been things to say, but if we kind of feel like we know what to do, then maybe we just cancel. I don't know. I mean, I'm just throwing it out there.
I don't know. I mean,
it's
I can
always
always like message
Yeah.
you on Mastodon if I have something to say. But I don't know.
I agree with Sam. I mean, Mastodon seems to be a good meeting place. Not only that, but there's always the email chain in addition to this particular spreadsheet that we have. For what it's worth, I think the 15-minute sets that you did were really great, just because it's a nice bite-size example of what people can possibly expect on the big day, and get people's wheels turning if they are in fact out there and on the fence in terms of whether they want to pre-record or whether they want to do
Right.
live and be
Yeah.
on some put me in coach, I'm ready to play type stuff. I mean, I just started sharing those out yesterday, and I want to continue to do so as we get down to the wire. But I think either Mastodon or an email chain in addition to this would probably be fine for our purposes at this point.
Okay. Yeah, and then we can always, if we feel like we need to get together again, we can always figure that out. But then, like, next week, I'm going to be out of town. I really don't know what's going to happen as far as like schedule. And then the week after that's July 4th weekend, and granted, Sunday is about as far away from the 4th as you can get. Well, it's like literally as far away from the 4th as you can get and still be the weekend. And then it's the big day. So we kind of got 2 weekends where, that's just a me thing next week, I guess. But yeah. So let's just call it. And then we said if people do stuff. I'm gonna blame you guys. Not entirely. All right. Sweet. Cool. Anything else, guys?
That's it for me.
Yeah, that's it for me too.
Sweet. Well, I don't really know what I'm going to be doing Netlabel Day weekend. I don't have my my training plan yet, but shouldn't be too much more than 3 or 4 hours a day, so I should be around for plenty of festivities. And yeah, if you guys have questions, let me know. Thanks for coming. Yeah.